The Wolof are a very proud group of nearly 3 million people who live in West Africa. European influence on the Wolof began with slavery and continued when Senegal and Gambia became the colony of French West Africa. The colony gained independence in 1965, but European and Wolof cultures are still closely entwined, with many Wolof living in France today. The Wolof are the largest and most influential tribal group in Senegal. While French is their official language, Wolof is the choice language for trade even by other West African countries. Many Wolof have settled in cities and work in government jobs as teachers or shopkeepers, but most still live in rural areas as peasant farmers. The two biggest factors in Wolof life are the caste system and Islam. Their society is divided into 3 classes: the freeborn, those born into slavery, and finally the artisans. Freeborn Wolof can be either noblemen or peasants. The slave class includes even those whose family were slaves. And the lowest class among the Wolof are the artisans, musicians, and craftsmen. Rarely do Wolof marriages cross classes in their society. Islam first entered the lives of the Wolof in the 11th century. While several Christian missionary agencies have worked for many years in West Africa, few inroads have been made among the Wolof. It's important to remember that the significance of the slave trade, which ensnared millions of Wolof and others in Africa, was imposed in many cases by people who called themselves Christians. This may be one reason why the Wolof have been so resistant to the gospel. Today, most Wolof claim to be Muslim and worship Allah. Folk Islam intermingles with their religion, and thus amulets are worn for protection against evil spirits that are thought to live in and around their villages. Your prayers are the key to unlocking the shackles of Islam and the caste system on the Wolof. Pray for the Holy Spirit's insight upon Christian missionaries currently working among the people as they present the gospel in ways that are relevant and respectful of Wolof culture. Pray for protection of these missionaries from the local customs of sorcery and curses. Pray that hearts hardened by traditional Muslim beliefs will soften towards the gospel message. Pray for the protection of those Wolof who do convert to Christianity, since this often results in persecution